Well, another big signal from voters this weekend, and it ain't good news for the Conservatives. You did, of course, recently see the now former Conservative MP, Lucy Allen, endorse Alan Adams, the Reform UK candidate in Telford. She recently spoke out again, saying you're welcome in terms of her support that she's given Alan Adams. She said it's doing wonders for that all-important name recognition, giving you a fighting chance to keep Labour out, keep going. You've also seen the Reform candidate in Great Yarmouth there, Rupert Lowe, talk about an action day with almost 100 people out campaigning with the message that the Tories will lose here. It's Reform versus Labour. And the former Tory MP, Lucy Allen, said to that, it's Reform v Labour in Telford too. A vote for Reform is a vote for Reform and is keeping Labour out. Well, as for Labour, and by the way, this weekend, the Conservatives bizarrely don't seem to have any sort of message whatsoever. The main story seems to be an interview with Jeremy Hunt. But it's been reported in the Times this weekend, a number of left-wing Labour MPs claiming that since the election announcement, they've been offered peerages to go into the House of Lords if they give up their seats. And you've even got the Labour leader, Keir Starmer, now. Let me know what you make of this in the comments below. Even he's now talking about cutting immigration, to which the Reform leader, Richard Tice, said no one believes Keir Starmer saying he will cut immigration as he tries to copy Reform policy. But you did see recently, in terms of the polls, and of course, a number of pollsters giving various different results, but you can pick up trends. And you did recently see with Opinium a 14-point lead for Labour over the Tories, with the Conservatives up 2 there and Labour down 2, giving the Tories something to cling on to in terms of optimism. Well, that same poll this weekend looks very different. It looks like this. It shows Labour up 4 to 45%. The Conservatives, rather than tightening the polls, actually drifting in this poll as well. They're down 2. The Lib Dems down 2 as well to 8. And clearly there, in third place again, is Reform UK, actually seeing consistently across some of the polls their support increase during the course of this campaign. So rather than the polls tightening, you're seeing the outlook for the Conservatives getting even worse. And of course, we did see one poll putting them down to just 66 seats. In terms of Reform's focus, well, that is going to be on winning seats, of course, including Richard Tice standing in Boston and Skegness. And in terms of the Reform campaign and what Richard Tice and Nigel Farage have been doing in recent days, this was them out in Boston and Skegness.
Well, here we are. We're about to have our evening event in Old Leek, right in the centre of Boston and Skegness. After a busy, busy day, we've been in Boston. I had lunch in a great fish and chip shop, the Captain Cod. And then we've been to Skegness. We've been talking to businesses, high street shops, cafes. And it's been a really, really good day. Loads of recognition, loads of support. Absolutely thrilled to bits. And this is just the beginning. This is just at the early stage of the campaign.
Good evening, Lincolnshire. Why don't we vote for something that we actually believe in? Why don't we vote for something that shows a bit of courage, leadership and conviction? Richard's got leadership qualities, he's got ambition, he's got drive, he's unafraid to take on the tough issues, and I want you to support him.
Campaigning with Nigel, and the recognition was huge, and the support from people from all different walks of life and all different ages, from very young people, not even old enough to vote, supporting Reform, aware of Nigel. They're young, they're looking for something different, they're looking for a bit actual genuine honesty, tell it as it is, and a bit of boldness, a bit of interest. And that's Nigel, that's Reform, that's what we are.